taking the local bus or the bus from the Otavalo terminal to Ibarra for some tourism. All right, arriving here at Ibarra's terminal, the ride from Otavalo costs 65 cents. And now I'm going to scope out what the options are inside for tickets onward. This is a really cool terminal. And if you don't want to ride buses anymore, you could buy a motorcycle. Wow, here's all the different ticket counters and places you could go. Marked really well, just like they always are throughout Latin America. And the schedules are posted. Of course, Quito's available almost anywhere. This is what I would say is a more major terminal. It is the Pan American route to Colombia, or from Colombia to Ecuador, Peru, and points further. In addition to all of these counters, there are, it's much like a mall in here. There's lots of things. A very nice police officer told me to be careful with my phone. Sergeant Martin and his partner, his younger partner, they're a very friendly place. And you do need to keep your eyes open and watch your gear. Don't do this with your phone. All right, I decided to walk rather than take a taxi. And here I am by the Mercado La Playa. And there's lots of markets stalls all along this route. Quite busy. Might seem sketchy to a lot of people, but I think it's pretty safe. But I would be careful with your gear. Here I am at the train station. It's a pretty short walk. I'm about to come to a traffic circle. On the bus ride here, the street art was fantastic, and it's getting even better here in the city. Here's the traffic circle with the obelisk. And I'm going to go over to the right, and I got about maybe 3.5, 4 blocks left to get to my destination. Okay, so I walked from the bus terminal to Parque La Merced. It's a really nice shaded park. It has a wonderful statue. I haven't walked up to read to whom it is made for. And in the background, you can see the museums. By the way, while I was at the bus terminal, I recharged my phone. I added 10 more gigs for my remaining time here in Ecuador. And now I'm splurging with some tacos. Might cost me $7. What a deal. Expensive here, very cheap for tacos in most of the world. And here's my first lunch here in Ibarra. Looks really good. And this place isn't even listed on Google Maps yet, but they have many locations in the city apparently. All right, this is a great place to eat, and my meal only cost $4.75. I wasn't paying attention. I looked at the price for a whole pitcher of strawberry lemonade, but I only bought a glass, so it was very cheap. If you come to Ibarra and you want to see the parks and the museum right here at Parque La Merced, there's a great taco place with authentic Mexican food, but they don't have corn tortillas, so you'll have to have gringas. And you'll only understand that if you've been to Mexico, but it's flour tortillas. All right, this seems to be the place to learn about culture. And it's really beautiful, and it's in a rather old building. I just switched back to English there. I was thinking it the other way. Really nice. I think this building used to be used for barracks, but I'm not sure. There appears to be a little cafe to eat at too. It's a lot here. I'm going to spend a little time and check it out and then go see the park on the other side. Here you can see the church, and you can see some stands still up from Holy Week. It's getting hard not to say these things in Spanish. And there's a wonderful statue to the namesake of the park. It's really well manicured. Extremely tranquilo. Smells really good in here. Not sure of all the plants growing, but they're quite wonderful. And the pigeons aren't as plentiful as on the other side of the museum or cultural center. On the other side of that white building is where I was just at, and on beyond that is the Parque La Merced. Local craft beer gardens, and good old Ibarra. And I'm going to enjoy this dunkel. Okay, this might not be the best pouring job, but hey, I'm doing my left hand. It smells great already. And I got to decide what I'm going to eat with it. So here's my 3 little mini burgers. There's carne, res. Yeah, that's beef for you gringos. And there's pollo. And I done forgot what this other one is. I'll figure it out while I'm eating it, but it looks really good. I don't care, I'm hungry. Ooh, just had a bite or two out of each one of the little mini burgers. And one of them is beef. One is pork. And the other is a very interesting take on chicken salad. They're all 3 delicious. And the bread is really good too. It tastes fresh, like they might even baked it, or at any rate, it was baked today. It's very good. A rad beer garden. This isn't the only one, or this isn't the only vendor of really great craft beer. There's also others. Yeah. Libra. And yeah, I've drank this beer in Otavalo and elsewhere. It's very good. Another little place you can eat. And they had football on TV a minute ago. And for you cheapskates who only like really tasteless lager beers, you can get those too. Right here at Black. A huge area, and there's tents in case it rains. So this is a really great hostel. I had a great night's sleep. The folks here are really kind and very attentive. I highly recommend it. And for less than $15 a night, it is primo, and a very short walk to most of the really great sites and a really good beer garden. And here's a view of the old train station, no longer in use. It actually was a real train station. Then it closed and later was revived for Tren, Ecuador, which failed during the pandemic. And this is just a tease of some of the fresh food available. Of course, there is plenty of fresh produce as well. You don't have to eat meat if you don't want.